Hi family and welcome. No, you don't do that.
I only did that on the intro.
I'm gonna say it anyways. Hi family and welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna be talking about how my hair falls out in keto, and it falls out like Roxy's hair. It's super thin anyways. It's so thin. It's like a piece of tracing paper. I put applesauce in it to make it grow, and herbs and dead leaves and dirt.
So if you've had enough of the shade throwing, we are going to be talking about keto and the possibility for hair loss, which was a real problem for me. First, I just want to go over some of the reasons why you may have some hair loss due to keto, and then I will go over like what I'm thinking I'm going to do to help my hair to fill out again. My hair has become very, very thin, as I'm sure that you guys can see. It is very thin. I lost a lot of hair during keto, and I can really show you like the way that it was coming out. I think I have a photo that I can insert right here, and it was coming out a lot, like in chunks. And so when I was off of keto for a while, I noticed that it wasn't falling out as much anymore, which means that some of the nutrients that I needed were obviously coming back. I researched online, and I was on a site called perfectketo.com, and I looked up some of the reasons why you could be losing your hair on keto, and I have that here.
By the way, she is not a health professional. Don't go by her. She did her own research. Carry on.
So the first reason that you could be using your hair on keto is just because of the large calorie deficit. And it says that a lot of time when people go on a diet, that initial loss of body weight and the change in your calorie intake can cause hair loss. So that would just be something that's dieting or lifestyle changing period could cause that. So not necessarily keto, but just the fact that you now have this new lifestyle change. The second thing that can cause it is a deficiency in vitamins and minerals. For example, your electrolytes. And if a lot of the time that's a big discussion, is keeping your electrolytes up in keto. So you're missing some things in your diet, so now your body begins to shoot them out in a higher amount, and so you're losing them more quickly than you usually would. And those things would include things like sodium, zinc, magnesium. So that can cause hair loss as well. So keeping your electrolytes up is super important. The third thing that could cause hair loss, and this can cause hair loss whether you're on a diet or not, is any kind of stress. Number 4 would be a lack of biotin. You do tend to have biotin or vitamin H deficiencies on keto. And number 5 would be not enough protein. Some people, when they switch their diet, because it's like a mid-range protein, high-fat diet, they're not getting enough of that protein. And so the protein is necessary to keep your hair strong and healthy. And so the lack of that can cause a loss of hair. And the last thing would be your gut health, just in general. It can cause a lot of stress on your body, not having good gut health, and the stress now leads back to stress, can cause you to lose your hair. So for me personally, I believe the 2 reasons that I was losing my hair was a lack of nutrients. The 2 combined, between the lack in vitamin H, the biotin, and my electrolytes not being up to par. And also, let's say 3 things. Maybe the protein thing too. And so I was looking on a lot of keto sites and looking at what people were doing that were losing their hair. And they were taking biotin supplements, keeping up with the electrolytes, like taking electrolyte supplements every day instead of just doing like pickle juice or the Powerade Zero or whatever it is to kind of balance out that keto flu feeling. They're actually, you know, putting electrolytes in water, drinking electrolytes to make sure that they're not deficient. And the third thing was to get some collagen peptides, and that seemed to kind of counterbalance the lack of vitamin and nutrients that you might be missing in keto, to make sure that your hair loss wasn't as extreme, or that it started to grow back in or fill back out. Some people said they saw like the fullness come back in their hair, which is pretty amazing, because my hair is kind of thin. It's kind of fine in general, but the thinness right now is pretty extreme. So yeah, I am going to be purchasing some collagen peptides that I saw. I do have some already, but the ones I got have like a green, they're green collagen peptides, so they have like leafy greens in them, and I like to add them to my coffee, and those two things obviously don't mix. So I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to link that below, the one that I'm going to get, because it's the one that I saw most used and most recommended. I'm also going to be getting some biotin supplements and some electrolyte. I'm going to link down below all of the things that I purchase, and then after I use them for a while, it may take a while for me to see the change, but after I use them for a while, I will report back to you guys and let you know how they worked, and if it helped, and if my hair is coming back. When it's curly, you can't tell as much, but when it's straight like it is right now, you can tell a little bit more. So that is my story of hair loss on keto. I would love to hear if any of you that are doing keto have had any similar problems, and what you have done to kind of help that. And yeah, so then I will see you guys later with an update on my keto hair. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications for new vids, and like this video, and comment below with your experience with keto and hair loss, or keto in general. I'd love to hear about it. And I will see you guys on the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.
You're so annoying. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay.